Birthing New Earth, Part 1. December 13, 2015. What is New Earth? How do we create New Earth? How do we live on New Earth? These are questions that we are asking ourselves because we are feeling that something is very different. Simultaneously, there is much that is the same as it always was. Unfortunately, some of that which is the same is darkness and indoctrination. Fortunately, between that darkness and indoctrination, which is on the verge of ending, shines the light of that which is beginning. What is beginning is that our third and fourth dimensional Earth is expanding into its expression of fifth dimensional light body Earth. We, the members of humanity, are endeavoring to expand into our own fifth dimensional light body so that we can become the population that inhabits this wonderful, revised, updated version of our beloved planet Gaia. However, before we move into the new, let's take a moment and go back into how Gaia became a third-dimensional planet. Just as the members of humanity are multidimensional beings, the planet on which we live is also a multidimensional being. Because many humans are recalibrating our consciousness to return to our fifth-dimensional self, we are assisting Gaia to return to her light body planet. As we assist Gaia, Gaia assists us. In this manner, we are creating a mutual assistance of persons assisting planet and planet assisting persons. Because of this reciprocal assistance, we can merge our human experiences of transmutation into the fifth dimension with Gaia, and Gaia can share her experiences with us. In this manner, people and planet work as a team to transmute our reality into the resonance of fifth dimensional, light body humans, sharing reality with a fifth dimensional, light body planet. Just as we, humans, are multidimensional beings who have stepped down our frequency to be our third-dimensional expression of self, as well as our fourth-dimensional astral body and aura, Gaia has done the same thing. In fact, fifth-dimensional Earth has always existed because it resonates beyond time and within the now of the One. All of us, the volunteers to third and fourth-dimensional Earth, decided to lower our consciousness and send our perceptions into the projection of third and fourth dimensional Earth. Third and fourth dimensional Earth is much like a hologram. The image of Gaia's multidimensional light is filtered through a third-dimensional prism to create an illusion, a reality that is cast upon the ethers of life to create the third-dimensional planet called Earth. Actually, Earth is third-dimensional earth, air, fire, water, and fourth-dimensional ether. Because we have taken so many incarnations to Earth's reality system, we believe that we are on Earth, rather than in a holographic projection. Our myriad incarnations have also made us forget that, within our multidimensionality, we are infinitely one with Source. While within our highest frequency of resonance, we chose to enter the illusion of the third-fourth dimensional Earth. To enter this illusion, we had to downgrade our consciousness so much that we forget that we are Source, because Source is all in all. Hence, we cannot be from Source because we cannot leave Source. Leaving Source is just a third-dimensional illusion. In reality, there is no separation from Source except on the holographic projection of a third-dimensional planet. Earth, which has been so riddled with darkness and fear for so much of her planetary time, that we, the guardians of Gaia, have forgotten that Gaia is of Source. We are of Source, all is of Source, for all is Source. We are Source, for Source is all in all. However, the holographic projection of physical Earth is so engaging that we became indoctrinated into the concept that Earth is real and our imagination memory of our higher realities is not real. So let us now look at the concept of what is real. Real is a third-dimensional term. Even the fourth-dimensional astral plane is aware that third-dimensional Earth is a projection. The members of the fourth dimension know this because they have died or meditated to enter into that fourth-dimensional reality. Perhaps they have also entered during their dream state. In all of these scenarios, they have expanded their consciousness beyond the illusion of Earth's third-dimensional holographic projection to glimpse the real reality of unconditional love and multidimensional light. From being within this unconditional love and multidimensional light, one can see, perceive, and experience how the multidimensional light to Earth fragments into 7 separate, different frequencies of colors/visual and tones/auditory. This separation begins once the higher light enters the highest fourth-dimensional subplane, and increases as the light moves through the increasingly lower subplanes. When the higher light moves into the lower astral world, which is the lowest frequency fourth-dimensional reality, the darkness of the fear from Earth's long violent past blends into the lowest frequency of astral light. On the threshold between the fourth dimension and going into the third dimension, there is what one might call a filter, which is actually a prism. This prism separates all the different frequencies of light, so that it appears that there is a separation from one frequency of color/tone to the next frequency of color/tone. An example of this would be if you carefully fill a strainer or a bowl with many small holes and fill it with sand. When you first fill the strainer, the sand might remain together within the unity of the sand. However, if you were to lay down a towel or a sheet and shake the strainer, you would see how the different grains of sand would fall in a pattern that appears to be separate. In the same manner, when multidimensional light of the One flows through the prism strainer into third-dimensional Earth, the multidimensional light separates into 7 different colors of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Thus, as the unity of the one multidimensional light flows through the prism strainer of the fourth dimension, it progressively separates from the multidimensional light into 7 different octaves of reality that are then cast into the third-dimensional matrix of Gaia's physical Earth, which is based on separation. Your experience of being third-dimensional is actually you going through the prism of the fourth dimension to find yourself cast onto the illusion of a third-dimensional planet. What is occurring within you now is that this third-dimensional object of physical Earth is expanding its frequency into the fifth dimension. Earth is making this adjustment by releasing her attachment to the third-dimensional matrix, which is based on the illusions of separation from all life and, most important, the grand illusion of separation from Source. Because of Gaia's uncountable years of attachment to the matrix of being a third-dimensional planet on which many beings have experienced a third-dimensional reality, it has been making her planetary transition difficult. Fortunately, within this now, the fourth dimension is moving into the frequency of the fifth dimension, so it no longer serves as a strainer or a prism to separate the multidimensional life into the 7 different octaves of a third-dimensional reality. In fact, Gaia is increasingly recalibrating her third-dimensional expression into her fourth and fifth dimensional expression. However, to complete this recalibration, she must leave the 3D matrix and transfer her ever-expanding energy fields onto her innate multidimensional energy field. Gaia was always meant to have all her many frequencies of reality habitable to myriad versions of life. However, the fear that gathered on her planet so diminished her multidimensional light that she cannot complete her return to her multidimensional planet without assistance from her many inhabitants. All of the plant and animal kingdom are assisting her, but they too are under the domination of the human kingdom. Fortunately, because the multidimensional light no longer moves through the filter, the prism, of her lower fourth-dimensional astral plane, it is coming into the third dimension, not as separated into 7 separate octaves, but as a stream of unified, multidimensional light. This multidimensional light is entering the hearts and minds of humanity to free them from their long exile from their multidimensional self. As humanity increasingly remembers their multidimensional self, they too will join in to assist Gaia with her planetary transmutation. As the humans on Gaia who have remembered their true multidimensional self create portals of light, the darkness that has accumulated in Gaia's aura can be transmuted by this multidimensional light that is streaming directly from the fifth dimension. Because the process of the higher light moving through that fourth dimensional prism is beginning to shift, the third and fourth dimensional of Gaia are becoming one. Hence, there is no longer that filter that divides the different frequencies of light. Within this now, multidimensional light is traveling from the fifth dimension, seeking to share itself with all life. Channeled by Suzanne Lee. SuzanneLeePhD.blogspot.com